but wife's got it all bedside. So, anything else we need to work on? Mercy, we're good on our side. She's ready to go.
Awesome. We initiated some family training with the patient's wife. Oh, we have one. We initiated family training with the patient's wife. We tried some squat pivot transfers with her. She could definitely use a little bit more practice with that. We may end up having to order a Hoyer lift as well, just for safety when they go home.
Oh, I'm so glad that you mentioned that. Miranda, can you help me with training this afternoon? I have to do a couple PDRs this afternoon. I won't be able to handle that training before my help.
Yeah, I'll then review some meds too.
And then I went ahead and printed out the wound care orders for both mom and dad.
Yeah, so I met with the wife early this morning to kind of go over the patient's current level of function with his ability to change himself in bed, toilet himself, brush his teeth. He needs a lot of assistance right now. So I was showing her techniques of how to safely log roll him back and forth. And she let me know that she kind of has a back issue. So I was showing her different techniques of lowering and raising the bed because they are talking about getting a hospital bed at home. So I went ahead and prepped the bed for what it's going to be like when they're at home. She was able to do everything perfectly, and I felt very confident that she's not going to hurt herself or her husband. I also trialed some adaptive equipment for now until he gets better. I introduced a reacher, a dressing stick, and a sake because he does help where he can, but he's just going to need a little bit of extra help for the time being. So I know physical therapy's been working a lot on the surface aids.
Yep. Still need some work on those. I wouldn't recommend that they do those at home just yet.
And then from a speech perspective, we did get the results from his MBS back. He is able to tolerate nectar, thick liquids, and pureed solids for pleasure only. So talked with wife about some safe swallow and compensatory strategies for that. Right now we're still working on trialing the PMV. He's able to tolerate it for about 20 minutes at a time. So kind of reviewed how to don and doff that and what to look for signs and symptoms of distress.
Perfect. From a case management standpoint, everything's been set up. We'll add the Hoyer lift to the order just to make sure so that the caregiver burnout doesn't initiate as soon as they get home. The hospital bed, the home health care has been set. All the DV's been taken care of. Trach supplies, respiratory therapy. We'll meet them at the house on Tuesday when they get there to set up the nebulizer, the humidifier, all of the stuff that goes along with tracheostomy. And then Quorum's going to be doing the enteral tube feeds, and sounds like spouse is trained on everything of that nature. So they will meet her there at the house as well and do a home teach instead of coming to the hospital bedside. And as we know, home health care will only be doing intermittent wound care, so they'll supply the wound care supplies. So thank you for getting mom on board or wife on board with the wound care. So the daily wound care will be her responsibility, and then the nursing care will come in. And as far as we talked earlier on this week about the transfers, et cetera. So we set her up with paratransit transportation for now, just to get for medical appointments, et cetera. So from a case management standpoint, and I think that as long as the Hoyer lift gets there in time, everything will be set up. We'll do wheelchair transport home.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And from the CNA standpoint also, one-to-one feeding, I just have to constantly remind my baby to swallow, just keep swallowing.